to the channel. It's me, IDK, and today we're looking at the Black Hole Toys Final Battle Jiren. Now let me start off by saying it's been a long while since I watched Dragon Ball. I do not remember it completely. I am not an expert on it, so if you comment saying like, bro, never speak about Dragon Ball again, I don't remember. But jokes aside, feel free to hate on me for getting my information wrong. It's valid. Because I remember wasn't my last Dragon Ball review? It was this BoJack Trunks. I got my info wrong. It wasn't intentional. It's just what I believe, because I never seen the BoJack movie. I didn't know that was a thing. I asked my friend who was a big fan of Z. He didn't even know it was a thing. But I will say this: we're not, Dragon Ball experts, so that's on our part, or on my part. It's not on my friend's part, because he's not part of the channel. He's in some reviews, but not too many. But yeah, that's on my part for not doing my proper research, so I'm sorry about that. And again, I'm sorry for not doing proper research. Look. All I really remember is Jiren, having to get jumped by Goku, Android 17, and Frieza. And apparently in the manga, Jiren was doing way better than in the anime. So, like, he didn't knock Goku out of Ultra Instinct, but he made it like somewhat run out, if that makes sense. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just throwing some info. You're free to correct it. Just be nicer to me. I'm not like the anime man. I'm not pretending I know everything, unless I did in my other videos, and that was unintentional. I'm very sorry, but I just want to throw that out there. First 2 minutes, I'm already apologizing and stuff. But let's go on with the review. So, the Black Hole Toys Jiren. I've had this figure for a while, and I will say this right now. Loosen this figure up, okay? You can either do it with a hairdryer, hot water, soap, whatever. Whatever you need to do to loosen this figure up, do it. Because here's the thing. Okay, it wasn't too tight, but there were tight joints, The legs, they're fine. They're okay. At least on my copy. The arms, the shoulders, they were very, very squeaky. Very squeaky. So I took some dish soap. I put it like around the joint here. There's no longer squeaks in the arms, so that's nice. But then the butterfly joints, why was there hair on the figure? The butterfly joints, right? They were squeaky too. So I had to move this around, get a toothpick, try to get there until I realized I could just pop these off, because I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. It's a ball joint, so you just pull. It'll eventually pop off. I'm not going to do it, but it's possible. But heat your figure up. Don't be like me, because for some reason I just didn't decide to do that. I just pulled until it... we'll go into problems. But I just pulled until it popped off. I didn't even heat it up. So yeah. And also the torso. It kind of squeaks, but it also didn't work right. Like, it would still bend and stuff, but it just didn't work right. So I had to move the butterfly joints, get a toothpick, put soap on there, do that. Attempted to pull this apart right here, but I don't think that can come apart. And yeah, so he no longer really squeaks besides at the legs, but that doesn't really bother me too much. But at the arms, he squeaks at the bicep. What the hell is that? I heard something. But yeah, it squeaks at the bicep. I keep hearing something. What's going on out there? But overall, shoulders nice and smooth. Butterfly joints nice and smooth. No squeakiness. So yeah, it's fine for now. Now, problems. There are problems with this figure. So right here, there's some scratch marks, right? And that's because of how this figure itself is built. I'm not sure if they just took the SH Figure Arts mold entirely. I mean, that's the most probable thing, but whatever it was, there's either extra plastic or it's just not done right. I'm not entirely sure. But there's always like little marks of paint coming off. Even right here, I don't know how. At the legs down here, I'm not sure if it'll show, but there's some scratch marks right here. The head pops off way too easy. But yeah, there's like some paint chipping and stuff on this because it's not official. It's third party. Some third party products aren't as good as other third party products or the official thing. So yeah, you may run into that issue. This is a major issue. I'm not sure if that's with the official figure as well. But yeah, it doesn't pop on. It just rests there, but it'll stay on. And you can shake it a little bit and it'll stay on. But overall, yeah, it'll that head will come off way too easy. And that's really, really annoying. Because, I can be posing and stuff. Sometimes, I'm trying to move the body or something. And say, like, I do the fist like that. Sometimes it'll do that, like, very, very easily. And I don't notice it because I'm too busy, like, trying to pose it to, like, its maximum limit and stuff. Which may be the cause of the legs, But, like, the other stuff, I don't know how it's scraped off, I was being very careful around the neck and stuff. Not now, because it's already scratched, but yeah, I was, this isn't a good pose, but, just a simple poses and stuff. But yeah, if you mess with the head, like, way too much, or just very little, the head will pop off. It's very easy to pop off, but it will stay in place, like I said. But yeah, there's some issues. Paint chipping, head popping off way too easily. Very, very annoying. Tightness. Some joints not working properly, but all fixed. Details, real quick. Well, I guess another problem if it really bothers you, it kind of bothers me, but doesn't really. The knee joints are way, way too shiny. And so are the elbow joints. Like, they're too shiny. Like, it doesn't match. So if you want to take a matte coat, spray like Mr. Hobby or something, I guess you can spray it on the joints, but I'm not too sure. I'm not going to do that though, because I don't think it'll look right. I don't know what I do with Mr. Hobby, but it never works properly. But yeah, anyways, details. So I'm not sure if it'll appear in the light, but he has like these scratch marks and stuff, because it's battle damage. It's the final battle, So he has like all these scratch marks and stuff that aren't like lined in, no blood, no nothing. It's just little bitty scratch marks like that. It's pretty cool. He has his ripped shirt right here. It's a shirt, right? Or is it like a full suit? But yeah, there's like one little rip right there, nowhere else. But yeah, it looks good. The muscle definition is very, very good. Jiren, see, that's what I'm talking about. The head popped off very easily. But Jiren's back is insane, dude. Like, a body builder perspective, that's insane. What the fuck? It might rival Yujiro, I no longer have my bootleg Yujiro. I gave it to my friend. I'm not sure if I ever said that in the video, but I did order the Storm Arena Yujiro Hanma. So, whenever that gets here, we can do a comparison between those. But yeah, Jiren's musculature. Sorry, I can't pronounce some words right. Not because I know foreign language or anything, just because I can't pronounce stuff. But yeah, he's muscular. His buffness. There we go. It's very, very nice. It looks great. I wish I could get this big. That is never going to happen because I'm a lazy piece of shit. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying, but yeah, it's just never happening. But yeah, the muscle definition, everything's very good. Even on the legs, you can see it such as so. Very nice. There's his ass cheeks. He's a little caked up, not too much, not too extreme, but it very nice. Again, with the head, I barely press on it and it falls off. So yeah, that's why it's an issue. Articulation is pretty good. It's your standard SH Figure Arts. His neck's pretty nice. You get nice tilt. He looks up about that far. He looks down about this far. He can bury his chin. His butterfly joints. Not only do they like come out a little bit, leaves gappage, but so he can cross his arms like no problem whatsoever. Bicep swivel. double jointed, goes up this far. You know, I guess. Yeah, with the butterfly joints, they can go up that far. He has a double ball joint for the wrist. Is that normal? Is that on the official figure? I never watched any reviews on the official figure. I tried to, but I don't think I didn't. I don't think I paid attention. His his diaphragm joint doesn't really swivel though. Neither does his ball joint. I think it's because the legs hinder it a bit, but yeah, they don't really swivel too much. That he crunches this far forward, this far back. He kicks that far. Double joint knees, thigh swivel, which you can't really use it right here because that gets in the way a little bit. But yeah, and then swivel and okay ankle pivot and toe hinge. Sorry, I couldn't get that out there. But yeah, just standard SH figure arts articulation, like at least for the Dragon Ball line. Though of course he bends further way more than like the standard, I guess. But yeah, he's a pretty good figure. But his only issue that I really hate is the head. I didn't expect him to fall over. But yeah, my only issue is the head, man. I've thought about super gluing it or something to like tighten it, not just to keep it on there, but my god. But anyways, accessories. So I guess speaking of the heads, let's talk about the other four. Now, actually no, I'll announce this. He has a really angry head, Then he has a yelling head. Looks very nice, he has a veins and stuff, Then he has one that like he got punched in the gut or in the penis or he's getting brutally anal raped. I mean, he's getting hurt. It's a nice head. And then there's this one. I tried to look this up. I'm not, because it's not laser eyes. But then sometimes it is laser eyes. But then it's not laser eyes, and it's like shock waves and something. I don't know. So, someone please comment down, like, what is his head supposed to represent? Because, like, I'm not even sure, but it looks nice. Because, again, I don't know if it's supposed to be, like, a laser eye head, or it's supposed to be, like, a shockwave head. Because in the anime, if I remember correctly, he does this thing. I don't know why there's a symbol right there, so also comment down below what that is. I don't fully remember. But in the anime, I've of a scene that I saw, right? He does this, right? And it's like shock waving people or something. So people like, they don't fly away. They either like get pushed down to the ground, or some people do like get flown away or something. I don't know. So I need help on that head, But besides that, let's talk about arms real quick. He comes with crossed arms. I forgot the word, Jesus. But yeah, these are pretty nice, And the easiest way for me personally to put this on Jiren is like, you want to pop this off, right? I usually take these arms off. Oops. And take that off. At least take like one of the shoulders off. Push it in, right? So like so. No, how about we just put these on? And then do it like this. And then pop the arm back into the socket, Line up the ball joint. Push until you hear click. There we go. And there you go. Got Jiren with his crossed arms. And that's easy for me. If you do it a different way, that's perfectly fine. You can just take the arms off and like push down like this. But I find that a little bit more easier because I used to go like this. But after, popping the shoulder off, taking the arms off and everything, it just seemed easier. And we'll leave Jiren like this for now, Actually, I think we might just keep him like that. We're not going to move him too much. Excuse me, I had to burp. And onward with the accessories, he comes with this, which is like for punching hands, and a smaller version. So, yeah, there's that. They look very nice. You can use this for many other characters. He also comes with these glowing hands. I don't know why. I think these are supposed to like glow in the dark or something. I could be entirely wrong, but yeah, he comes with these hands, which I guess should fit along with these. Then he comes with the little blast effect that I don't know which hand it's supposed to go into. There's a hand mark right here, but I don't know which hand that is. I think it's supposed to be like this kind of gripping hand, but it doesn't really, it doesn't fit. Let me try the other one real quick. Oh, okay. It's supposed to be for his right hand. Okay, so again, I've had this figure for a while, but I just never figured out where it went. I tried this hand before and it wouldn't go in. I don't know why I did it during the review, but okay. Hell yeah. Now I can use that. Hell fuck yeah. But anyways, sorry. Like now to hands, he has like these kind of gripping hands, like he's gonna choke you out hands. Yujiro Hanma stand hands. He has these key blast hands or just open hands, so you can use these. And then he has relaxed hands, flight hands, Hitler hand. I don't know why he comes with that, but yeah. So far, accessories are very good. I really do like. I almost forgot one. He comes with He comes with this hand that holds the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku hair, which here's this. The hair color matches okay. It's not the best. This is a lighter blue, this is a little bit darker, but it works and it does fit. Because I have tried this before, it does in fact fit. There we go. And you can slightly tell a difference between the hair, but from afar it looks fine. So yeah, if you want Jiren to hold Goku like that, you can do that. So yeah, I almost forgot that. I'm very sorry. And no, Jiren does not come with a stand. I was a little sad about that. Unless I just lost a stand, because I don't keep track of my stands. I don't really like stands too often. But yeah. But anyways, let's go into scaling. Right. First up here is next to Perfect Cell. The Dragon Stars one, I believe. Well, actually, yeah, it is the Dragon Stars one, because it was... Oh my god, I cannot speak tonight. Because if it was the SH Figure Arts one, he would be entirely really skinny and small. But anyway, and here he is next to the Dragon Ball superhero movie Gohan. Or, just tweaking Gohan. Because the meme, that's why I put, I'm sorry. But, yeah, he scaled decently. I'm not sure if Jiren ever... Isn't Goku and Jiren, like, the same height? Am I wrong on that? Why is Gohan so much small? Wait a minute. Sorry, hang on. Let's just continue. Next up here is next to Frieza. And here he is next to the Dragon Ball superhero Piccolo. And this is my like extra Frieza. My other one, the main one that I use is like in the box right now. But yeah, this one is a second one because his accessories got thrown away, and I'm gonna have to order a third one because the main one got stained by a fucking those little sticky hand things. For some reason, there was one in my drawer, and I had that Frieza in a drawer for a little bit. I pulled him out, and he got stained. Or more so, his hands got stained, and I don't have extra hands, so gotta order another one. But, yeah. Kind of pulling away from Dragon Ball. Well, what do you mean? I am pulling away from Dragon Ball real quick. Here he is next to the Marvel Select, RIP Marvel Select, or, Diamond Select. Hulk, I believe it was the Immortal Hulk? Or no, was he called Rampaging Hulk and then they changed it to Immortal Hulk? I'm not entirely. I don't remember. And here he is next to the Retro Hercules. I do got a question: is who you got, Hulk or Jiren? I can see Hulk overpowering Jiren, but I feel like Jiren's just more so skilled and more so quicker than Hulk, to where he may like knock out Hulk before Hulk could overpower Jiren. And who you got? Hercules. Also, this is Marvel Hercules. I just want to clarify that. Who you got? Hercules or Jiren? I personally got Hercules. Because, like, well, I did say, like, he may beat Hulk, and Hulk is stronger than Hercules. The thing is, Marvel Hercules actually does know how to fight compared to Hulk. Now, while, yeah, he knows how to fight, and I just said Jiren may be, like, a little bit quicker and stuff than Hulk, I don't know. Personally, I can see it going either way with these two, but I feel like Hercules might outskill Jiren since Hercules is like, I believe he is immortal in the Marvel universe. His immortality got taken away, so he was mortal again. But either way, he knows a lot of combat. He was one of the reasons why a lot of combat was very more so around. I guess I don't remember entirely, but So yeah, either way, Hercules wins. So yeah. And next up here, he is next to the Bojack. What company was it again? Taunton Arts, Trunks, or Z Trunks, and here's Jiren next to the strongest human on Earth, Krillin. Two baldies and then one guy with long hair. And to end this review off, here is next to the demoniacal fit Goku, and here he is next to the latest SH Figure Arts Vegeta from Daima. I don't think I reviewed him yet. If I did, I forgot. But anyway, final thoughts on Jiren. Very good. I do suggest buying him. There's two versions of him. There's this version, which is like the regular version. Then there's that one version that's like Kaioken colored, I think. And that was based on like, oh right, hang on a minute. I could just edit this, but I might as well just do it now. Here's Jiren, and Dragon Ball. Oh my God, the shadowing is insane. But yeah, here's Jiren next to the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. But anyway, review coming soon. I just need to find a way to actually get him in frame and stuff. But again, final thoughts. Jiren's very nice. I do really like this figure. I think it's worth the pickup. Just be aware of the many issues with him. But at the same time, in my head, it's like, no, he's not worth the pickup because of how many issues he does have. But at the same time, he's a good figure, And the SH Figure itself is very expensive right now. So yeah, this is a good alternative. But I don't know if it'll be better than the original. I don't even have the original. So that's the thing. So, be aware that this is a third party, And, Black Hole Toys has gotten better with their, figures. Jiren was a more earlier figure, hence why it's probably not as good as their latest work, but it's fine for what it is, right? So I do think it's worth the pickup. There's just many issues though, because it's a third-party company, but then you have Demoniacal Fit Goku right here, and there's not very much issues. So I don't know. But overall, I really do like this Jiren. I do highly suggest it. If you don't have the original, if you have the original, you don't really need it unless, you just want another Jiren for like custom purposes. Or if you want to use Jiren's body or, whatever arms, whatever for like customs, this is a good pick, So, yeah, overall, it's just up to you. If you want this figure, go ahead and get it. If you don't get it, I'm just here reviewing it for fun, for entertainment purposes, to apologize for not knowing everything about Dragon Ball. I'm sorry. But, yeah, But anyways, that's it for now. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whatever whenever, wherever you're seeing this from, either in the far future, and, today, whatever. I just hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a good life in general, It may be hard, especially like right now, there's some weird shit going on. But, yeah, just keep vibing. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.